All right, here we go. This is going to be the walkthrough of both parts one and two. All right. So part one, basically what you're going to do is compare these eight, I think I chose eight or nine, these eight or nine different countries. You're going to compare them based on specific criteria. You get to choose the criteria. There's a huge list, okay? But what you're going to do is follow this example. So you could choose population, and then you're going to look at the map, which I'll show you next, but you're going to choose population, look at the map, and then just basically plug in those numbers, okay? And that'll be one way of comparing the different countries, right? You can see who had the highest, who had the lowest population. Um, but then the other way you're going to compare them is by choosing another criteria. And you'll probably want to choose something different from population, one of the different categories, which again, I'll show you the map once I'm done explaining the table. So anyways, you'll choose all those different criteria and then figuring out, the United States was maybe high in all four, or maybe it was high in a specific category, but not another category. Looking at those similarities and differences is a comparison. Okay. So now that's how the table works. That's how you're going to compare the several different countries. But where do you find the data? Well, you find it with this link right here. So this link is going to take you to the bouncy map. I don't know why they call it a bouncy map, because there's a specific term for it, which is a cartogram, which is basically a way of showing information on a map. So if we look at a regular map, maps show us where stuff is and how big it is. If we go to the bouncy map, it shows us size based on the population. So I linked you direct to population, and China and India, having the two highest populations, are the two biggest, basically blobs, because they don't represent physical landmass. They represent blobs. So they're the two biggest blobs, meaning they have the two highest populations. Now across the top, we have a whole list of different categories that we can choose from. I'm going to choose health. And within health, I have to choose another one of these. So I'll choose obesity. And what do you know? The United States is a fairly large blob in that respect, but so is China. Again, Russia, interestingly, is pretty small. We can do road traffic deaths. Whoa, China and India got pretty big. If anybody's ever watched a Russian driving YouTube video, this Russia being that small seems to confuse me. But anyways, that'll show you the visual representation, but then you scroll down and this is where you get the numbers based on that criteria that you've chosen for what you're going to put into your chart here. So I could put the road traffic deaths right there, and then I'll find my different countries in the list here, and I will put either their percentage. You can put either the percentage or the number. It's up to you. Percentage might be easier. I think I'll add that into the directions. I just considered that. Now, part two, we're looking at causes of poverty. So basically, if you're a developing country, you can almost assume that you have a higher level of poverty. Money is how the world goes around. If you have a little amount of money, if you have a small amount of money, you're probably developing. Got a ton of money, probably developed. Makes sense, right? So anyways, you're going to look at the causes of poverty. Just read through these different causes. They go pretty quick. I know it looks like a lot, but they go pretty quick. And then in your opinion, you're going to tell me, what do you think are the top five? So basically, you're going to choose five out of that list that you're going to focus on. And then write your paragraph. Say, I chose blank, blank, and blank. And then here's why I chose it. But the explaining of the why is where this gets a little tricky. I want you to use text evidence. I want you to say, I've chosen these five and I chose this cause because, state your opinion, and then state the text evidence. So for example, 20 seconds left. It's pretty simple, right? You use your opinion, find a connecting quote to it. All right. Should be able to use text evidence at this point in your education. So anyways, that's what we've got. That's how to complete the two different assignments. Hope you have a good day. See you later.